Yo, what is going on, guys? So we got an interesting topic to be talking about today. Did not think I was going to be making this video today. And the reason that I did not think that is because I had no idea this was happening. I am in the CCP, and Kabam did not give us a heads up, which, I don't appreciate. I really think Kabam should, discuss this with the CCP first, so that they can just get a bit of a gauge on the reaction, first of all, from the community, and second of all, to maybe come up with some solutions so that there's not as much community outrage as there is. Because, literally, the MCOC general chat for the CCP has had so much conversation in it today, probably the most today than maybe, the all year. There's been so much talk. And it's because, and there's so much good ideas, so much brainstorming in there, that we could have told Kabam so much of this stuff before they made this post. But what do? No, they make the post first. And now we have to, as a YouTuber, now I have to make a video addressing all this. And it's just, it's not fun when it's just kind of blindsided by this information. So, which, technically, there was a tweet, or a forum post made, and Boo tweeted this. This was February 7th, so over a month ago, about a month and a half ago. And Kabam Jack said this, so wait, what are you guys doing in 3.2.6, which is where the revives are being farmed? So, obviously, this was okay, this means, they're looking into this, things could change. And Boo said here, revives about to disappear from story content altogether. Not too far off. So let's talk about all this. Let's talk about the post. So let's read the whole thing, and then we'll discuss a lot. So much to talk about. So change to consumable availability and introducing the Apothecary. So hello summoners. With the release of our April build, we will be changing the availability of revives and potions in early game content while simultaneously introducing a new way to earn consumables without having to rely on path RNG. So this is what pisses me off. They make this sound like a good thing. You won't have to rely on path RNG anymore. You can get guaranteed revives now. It's that's not nearly as good as it sounds. We understand this may result in frustration, but we hope you can see this necessity for these changes and identify the compromise being implemented. The following will give you some insight from the game team about why revive/potion access needs to change and what we're doing to address summoners' needs. Revive farming. So we've been aware of revive farming in the revised Acts 1-3 since late 2021. They've known about this for a while. We have intended to fix this in November 2021, but didn't want to remove a source of revives without having an alternative means of acquisition. So you're telling me it took you a year and a half to come up with this solution? Okay, I could come up with a better solution than this in a week, but okay, let's keep reading. Over the last year, we have seen high progression summoners farm hundreds of thousands of revives each day in early game content. Whenever we release new and end game content, the farming reaches crazy new levels, with numerous days topping 500,000 revives farmed. Every day, there's an average between 100k and 300k revives farmed using this method. Which, again, we'll circle back to this. A big question is, why do so many revives need to be farmed? Which, hopefully I remember to answer that question. Why make changes? This frenzied revive farming trivializes difficult content like Karina's challenges. Oh, Karina's challenges. Okay. Glad you brought that up, Kabam. An eternity of pain because summoners simply spam revives. For us to allow what is effectively a loophole for these challenging pieces of content, we would have to dilute rewards given from the content, and that is not something we want to do. This is something no one wants you to do either, and this is something you shouldn't even be saying here, but okay. Without these changes, we risk having to cancel development of upcoming high difficulty content currently in the works. What? Okay. Because content can't be made without needing revives or consumables? That's probably something they haven't even thought about. But, okay, let's keep reading. Changes to early game content. The biggest change you'll see is to revive drop rates across Act 1-3. Prologue. There are a number of factors that led to the current near certain drop rates of revives in 3.2.6. These drop rates have always been higher than intended. Oh, of course they were higher than intended. So it was bugged. The revive rates were bugged. That's okay. To address this, we have added other early game resources to the prologue revive spawn nodes. The end result in maps will be these nodes will now have lower drop rates for revives without negatively impacting the experience of early game accounts for whom the content is designed. Farming revives will still be possible, but will be much less efficient from a time and energy perspective. We are aware that without these farming options, summoners will not have access to sufficient consumables. To address this, we will be introducing a new daily quest, the Apothecary, that will run every weekday and provide what our team has deemed a reasonable amount of consumables. Now this is where the problem lies. What our team has deemed a reasonable amount of consumables. And this is Kabam's definition of a compromise. They use the word compromise. Where did they say it? Right here. Compromise. This is a Kabam Kabam. You need to learn what the word compromise means. Because the way I see it is I'm the one looking for a compromise here, right? The way I see it, at least. So the way it currently is right now is that's the community having their way, right? With there basically being an unlimited amount of farming, 100 to 300 revives farmed per day, right? So that is the community's way, right? Now, this is not a compromise. This is Kabam's way. So Kabam just it's like my way or the highway, and they call it a compromise. That's not what a compromise is. A compromise is where both sides don't like it but can agree upon it. To me, anyways. So this is not nearly good enough. Why is it not good enough? Let me tell you what it is. So, welcome to the Apothecary. This quest will reset daily and provide a source of consumables, including revives and health potions. Barely. The intention of implementing the Apothecary is to provide summoners with a guaranteed baseline number of consumables in exchange for a set amount of energy exchange. Summoners will no longer need, I hate how they keep saying this, to rely on RNG. It's not RNG. Like you said earlier, there's an average of 100 to 300k revives farmed per day. That doesn't sound like it's RNG. So stop saying that. While spending 42 energy and story content, yeah, it's not RNG. It's no. All right, the Apothecary details structure. So there would be 2 difficulties, an easy and a hard, and it's only available Monday to Saturday. So it's like a business days only type deal, which is weird. And each difficulty can be completed / explored for rewards once per day while available. And so there's no auto complete option, but you can auto fight. Which, why is there no auto complete? Why not? The easy difficulty has only 2 paths, and the hard difficulty only has 2 paths. Each difficulty costs 1 energy per node. Exploration costs 17 energy. Hard mode costs 2 energy and 48 to fully explore. Provides guaranteed potion or revive with a chance for more. So let's go over these exact numbers here. So completing easy grants 1 level 1 healing potion. What does a level 1 healing potion do? Let's go in game to see what a level 1 healing potion does. Oh, they're not even available in the store. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see this? They don't even have the level 1 health potion in store because the level 2 potion is 7 units. They're basically saying that the level 1 health potion is essentially useless, that you can't even buy it because it's so dirt cheap. They couldn't even put a unit price on it because that's how bad it is. How much does a level 1 health potion heal? Let's see. Do I have any? I don't even have any. I don't even freaking have any. Oh no, I do. I have 5 of them. That's right there. Yeah, okay. You got 5 of these. So they heal 375 health. Wow, that's a lot of healing. Okay, let's keep reading. So exploring the easy difficulty grants 1 level 2 health potion. How much does that heal for? 750. And I think it costed, what, 7 units in the store? Okay. But that's just easy, right? There must be much, much greater yields from the Apothecary for the hard difficulty, right? Right? Let's see. So completing the hard difficulty grants 1 level 4 healing potion. Okay, what does a level 4 healing potion do? That's the gold one. 5,000 health. Not horrible. It's not the highest though. I mean, we got the purple ones, these ones, level 5. We got level 6 as well. The hard difficulty, you can't give the highest level potion? No, of course not. That'd be far too generous for Kabam. They don't feel that is a reasonable amount of consumables. No. Reasonable is level 1 and 2 health potions for easy. That's reasonable. Okay, and then but at least like revives. That's the main thing. Potions don't matter that much. It's revives that we care about. Okay, so what do we get for revives? We get no revives for the easy, no guaranteed revives at least. No revive for completing the hard difficulty. Exploring the hard difficulty. What does that grant us? Level 1 revive. Where are these numbers pulled from? How is that deemed reasonable? A 20% revive. That's what a level 1 revive is. Let's not kid ourselves here. A level 1 revive heals 20%. And again, these aren't even available for purchase. You can't even purchase a 20% revive. You can purchase level 2, which heals 40%. They don't even bother offering the level 1 revives in the store. But that's all they'll give to us. A level 1 revive. For hard difficulty. These just go into overflow anyways. You see, I have 6 in the overflow right now. I can't tell you the last time I used revives. Like the last time I seriously used revives was for Eternity of Pain, which was very long ago. So all my level 1 revives just go in the overflow. So that's useless to me. I would, at the very minimum, like level 2 revives. If not, level 3 revives. Heal 60%. But no. Get 1 level 1. So one path of the easy quest also has an empty note containing 1 level 1 Alliance quest healing potion. Yay, Alliance quest healing. That's really what I need. While the other has a 99% chance of containing 1 level 1 healing potion. Wow, another level 1 healing potion. Oh, I'm gonna be balling now. With a 1% chance of containing 1 level 1 revive. Wow, a 1% chance. What happened to that RNG? What happened to no longer needing to rely on RNG? Oh, looks like there's new RNG. Huh. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Huh. Alright, well, on the pass of the hard quest also has an empty note containing 1 level 1 team. Oh, it's level 1, but it's team healing potion. Wow. Generous. Well, the other has a 95% chance of containing 1 level 3 healing potion and a 5% chance of containing 1 level 2 revive. So they finally give us access to level 2 revives with a whole 5% chance. Wow. So, yeah, I think this is just way too much of a change. So what do I really think about all this? So I think that the revive farming was a little excessive. I think it was a little out of hand. Myself, I didn't even know about the whole revive farming until Eternity of Pain. Because, you know, I just typically don't need revives. I have all content completed, so until, like, some new big piece of content comes out, I've had no need to farm. So, you know, I've just been building up my stash, building my resources, just passively over the months, right? Then Eternity of Pain comes, and I use my entire stash, and I actually started dipping into units as well, and then I was like, okay, I need revives. And then that's when I learned about Act 3.6. 3.2.6 to be able to farm revives, basically an unlimited amount. And so what I did for Eternity of Pain was, here was my starting units, 20,500. This was my ending units on the first day of Eternity of Pain, In total, I did the Griefs Incarnate to get this this profile picture. That basically was a lot of my stash. And then I did 2 challenges also that day, and I struggled. I got my ass beat. It was bad. I wasn't adapted to the advanced AI at this point, and I was just getting wrecked. I was also just kind of tilted that day, and so I was literally just feeling the pain, the eternity of pain. I felt all the pain, right? And then so at this point, you know, I started dipping in units. I used almost 1,000 units, which made me feel bad. And so at this point, I stepped away from the content for a couple days, and I just got into 3.2.6. I started farming revives. I also opened all my free crystals, so that gave me a ton of energy refills. So I farmed and farmed and farmed and farmed and farmed and farmed and farmed revives, and I farmed and farmed and farmed. I farmed day in, day out. So many revives. I farmed like 100 revives in like 2 days or something crazy, right? And so this was my finishing units, fully 100%ing the content. So I only used like another 1,000 units from this point to complete 4 more challenges, and those 1,000 units were spent on a deal from completing the monthly event quest. You get, it's like a $1,000 deal. That's where I got these level 6 health potions from. I'm pretty sure that's where these came from. So in total, you know, I ended up spending less than 2,000 units to complete all of Eternity of Pain, and it was because of 3.2.6. So like, I abused the crap out of this quest. I got so many revives, and I basically did the rest of my OP for free with that. So I do think that it's like a bit extreme, the availability of revives. So I'm fine with it being toned down a bit. This whole Apothecary BS, this is not it. This is not a compromise. This is not at all a compromise to the community, Kabam. Not even close. This is your way or the highway. That's all this is. And this is far too extreme. It's far too extreme. Far too extreme. And, you know, the whole thing, the whole reason why this happened is Kabam's own fault, if you ask me. It is literally Kabam literally played themselves. Now, what do I mean by that? I'll tell you exactly what I mean by that. So they're saying, you know, the problem is that, you know, these revives, these consumables are in Act 3. You know, this is meant to be for early game players, and that's not who's getting the most out of it. It's Paragon players like myself who are getting the most and really, you know, using and abusing the amount of revives here, because we can, and we understand how to. So we, you know, a lot of players, pretty much everyone who did Eternity of Pain, that's not just an uber whale, farmed in 3.1.6, built their stash, did the content. And again, majority of people that did Eternity of Pain, especially fast, they used Hercules. That's this guy. So, you know, with Hercules, Kabam played themselves. Why did Kabam play themselves? Because with the Karina challenges, they say right here that this frenzied revive farming trivializes difficult content like Karina challenges. No, that's not true. That is not true. What trivializes this difficult content is Hercules. That's what trivializes the content, because all you need to do is get your 20% revives. Dude, a 10% revive, a 5% revive, a 1% revive. It doesn't matter. Hercules doesn't care how big the revive is. You just need to get him revived. Hercules is the one who is trivializing this content. And the only reason that he is trivializing it is because you let him. I'm not saying you let him and you made the character, you didn't nerf him. No. There is literally a node here that allows you to trivialize EOP with Hercules, with the Korean challenges specifically. Because with the selector node, you can go ahead and do these first 4 fights with Hercules and then swap him out for an objectively tagged champion and then finish the path with 3 objective champions, and you still get the credit for completing the challenge. Kabam, you guys are the ones who implemented that. If you didn't implement that, people wouldn't have been abusing it with Hercules. They wouldn't have farmed. Just like personally, like I didn't worry about farming any potions. It was just revives that I was focused on because I knew I could save my potions for my objective champs and only use revives on my Hercules to clear the first 4 fights, which made every path more than 50% easier. Even though it's less than 50% of the amount of total fights, it made it that much easier because you've taken off almost half the path for free, and that just makes things so much easier. Especially in my experience, like all the paths where I use Hercules first and just spam my 20% revives, it felt so easy and just like free. And so Kabam, you should not have implemented the ability for Hercules to just completely do that. That's your own fault. That's your own fault for allowing that to be. It's not bugged. You intended for it to be that way. So you played yourselves on that one. That's what I meant by that. But and also I have another point of contention with all of this, because so again they say this frenzied revive farming trivializes difficult content like arena challenges. Kabam. Arena challenges is not just difficult content. Yes, arena challenges does fall under the umbrella of difficult content. But do you know what other umbrella it also falls under? Catch grab, revive grab, fun and interactive. Basically, you have to spend revives. There are arena challenges. For example, arena challenges volume 1 is doing Labyrinth of Legends with 4 stars. Specific 4 stars. 4-star champions cannot survive one labyrinth fight without timing it out because of the Labyrinth of Rage. So you literally made that challenge with the intent of it requiring a lot of revives, regardless of how skilled you are. The most skilled person in the entire world cannot do Arena Challenges Volume 1 without revives. It doesn't matter how good you are, the fight will not allow it because it'll kick you out once you get to a certain point, using 4 stars, which is the parameters that you, Kabam, created. So you literally create a challenge that is required to use a lot of revives. You did that. You made the challenge that way. So don't get mad at us for using revives. It's required. Like, it's just... Kabam's logic, man, it just... it bugs me. It really does. So... if you guys want to know what Legacy thinks about this, here's my video. Here's what I think. My full, honest, unfiltered thoughts. That's the way I am. I don't like hiding behind BS. This is how I feel. Giving you raw. It's my thoughts. And yeah, I am definitely gonna. A lot of CCP members have come up with a lot of good changes to this. I think that's what we need to do, is find a compromise with this whole apothecary. These values just need to be tuned up to a reasonable amount, maybe also by your progression level. Paragon players, should maybe be getting higher percent revives, I don't know, and Cavalier players as well. Yeah, a lot of changes could be made. I know one CCP member had a great idea of saying this would have been a good time to release percentage level healing potions instead of, level 1 healing potions, percentage based ones. That would have been cool. Like, there's just so many things Kabam could have done with this implementation so much better. And above all else, like, just talk to the CCP first, man. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, there's so many really, really intelligent people in the CCP that just have so many good ideas that, like, we could have had this in such a good spot and then released it to the community as, like, an actual compromise. But no, this is a Kabam compromise, which is not a real compromise to anyone but Kabam. So, yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on all this. So yeah, that's I don't know what else to say. that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop a like if you enjoy my honest, unfiltered thoughts on stuff like this, and it just lets me know that you guys want to continue to see these types of videos. Just if I see those likes, and leave a comment. Please tell me what you think. That's gonna do it. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.